I guess you gotta hit the unmute button. I forgot to do that. Okay. Hey, Muppet Jules, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Ozzy Ollie. Oi, oi, oi. Hi, Lisa. Audio Coffee's here. Chucky's here. AJ's World is here. Muppet Jules, Serena's caffeinated. Much more punctual when she's caffeinated. Very good. Very good. Krusty a Witch. Hello, how are you? My four sons, how are you? Chucky and Maria. Your mom, Fro is here. Hi, Fro. I'm glad that you're here. Hello, Cat's Tiny Kitchen. Joey Fleetwood. I've been here an hour or so, JJ. Late this time. I'm not late this time. I'm right on time. D-Wayne Rapp is here. Says Rosalind's awesome. Robert A. Smith, Nitty Bitty. Mr. Landfill. It's filling up in here. I wasn't planning on streaming, and then I caught hey, Philip Kraft just jumping in. Then I caught a little bit of Stacey Nash show last night. Hey, what the hell is this here? It's a perfect Friday morning for a flea cap. Well, we'll get to that, Jeremy. We'll get to that. I don't know that it's the perfect morning for a flea cap. Maybe I plan to give you one. Hi, DJ. How are you? You know, I'll bring this up first because I was watching Stacey Nash show the other night. Now, and keep in mind, somebody was basically giving Miyagi a death threat over there, right? They were basically saying that her comments is what leads to people being offed, okay? And that's a terrible thing to say, but it's a terrible thing to say, especially about, my better half. About my better half. And I told Stacy, I was in her chat last night, just for a second, and I said, I'm probably not going to be returning over here because of what was said was harsh and it was awful. And, it was brought up about Charlie Kirk and Miyagi, and it was awful. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Retired and loving it. Lee Sargent. Hi. And it was awful. And I didn't catch it. And actually, I kind of wanted to apologize almost to Miyagi because I was in that same chat. I was in that very same chat with Miyagi, and we were having fun. Actually, it was a fun time, to be honest with you, when me and Miyagi were there. But I told Stacy, she's always actually been nice to me over there. We always had a little banter back and forth. You know me, I play around a little bit. And Felisa was on that show. And she was playing it up a little bit too in terms of she was doing her own flea cap. She was flea capping herself. She was playing with the chip bag. She was coughing. She was flicking her lighter. And I was even in the chat. I was like, Felisa, flick your lighter more lighter flicker, And Miyagi was kind of doing the same thing, And we were playing, having fun. Because sometimes that's what you have to do. We can disagree with people and still have fun. Hi, Denise. How are you? Hi, Shirley. But I'll say this, though. If I ever saw something like that happen over here, it would be dealt with immediately. And here's the problem with Stacy's chat. All right, she has a show called Mod Squad where everybody over there is a mod. Nobody. Thank you, Cynthia. I watched y'all kidding with fun. It was fun. Me and Miyagi were having a good time. All right, and I think a lot of other people were having a good time too and getting a kick out of it. All right, because that's what it was all about. Good morning, Goosebump. How are you? But yeah, it's all fun and games till someone says something stupid, And I'll say this though about Stacy's show. It is Denise. It was disgusting. But I'll say this about her show. When you have a show where you make everybody who enters the chat a mod, okay, no one's going to step on anybody's toes. Nobody's going to block anybody. Nobody's going to time anybody out. Nobody's going to stand up for what's right. That's why you don't make every single person in your chat a mod. Somebody. Hi, Miyagi. How are you? Good day, hubby. How are you, Miyagi? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I'll share your video, too. I'll share your video. Don't strike me. Don't strike me, Miyagi. Don't strike me. I'm going to share your video. But we'll get to that. But yeah, if you're going to make every single person in your chat a mod, nobody's controlling anything. And that's why you don't do it. You have a handful of selected people that you feel comfortable with, that you know can handle themselves, and know that they can monitor chat. They can monitor what's going on. They can make sure. Another video in the making, says Miyagi. Thank you. I look forward to that. But you have people who can look out for what you're doing, or for what's going on in the chat. You can't do that when every single person is the mod. Well, Miyagi and I weren't mods, you know. If hey, Ketchup's here, good. I was hoping I had a moderator here. I got Ketchup here. I think your mom's here. Maybe your mom left. I don't know. But yeah, if you're not supposed to see the bride the day before the wedding. Oh no, Fru. We're doomed. We're doomed. But yeah, that's why you pick and choose who's going to be a moderator, so that way you can handle that. And I'll say this, Stacy, if you have a channel going forward, I don't know. We'll see how that rolls out. I don't know. But if you do, I would suggest maybe you restructure your show about having every single person a moderator. Somebody needs to actually just be in control. You know, somebody needs to be, you know, the voice of reason to decide what's right and what's wrong. And she doesn't have that over there. All right. Stop calling me, dude. It's the Wild Wild West over there. It's Thunderdome. It's Thunderdome because no one is taking control. Thank you, Miyagi. I tried warning them not to make everyone mods. I warned them it can backfire big time, and it's seen it happen before. Yes, and that's exactly what happened. You can't do that. You shouldn't. Well, you can do whatever you want. Go ahead and do it. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But just don't cry and complain when you get some blowback because something went wrong. Don't cry and complain about the blowback. That's on you. You set up your channel. I'm not telling you how to run your channel. I'm saying it's a bad idea. I don't see that leading to success. But she did it. She went on her show. She did her apology thing where she apologized to everybody. And, well, and apparently she yelled at Monica. Was it Monica? I think it was Monica. Maria? Monica? I don't know. Some girl. Yeah. Apparently she yelled at her. Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome. Yes, me and Megan Fox going at... No, not over. I'm getting my weapons ready. I gotta get my chainsaw. No, we've seen how this turns out. It never turns out good for just for him. Megan Fox always wins. Okay, yeah, see, it was Monica. So now Monica's in a heap of crap. And actually, I hope that Megan Fox does follow through and does address it, because that is a serious thing. It's a serious thing to have put in your chat after such a despicable incident that took on that happened on, I believe it was the last Wednesday. I don't know. I can't remember. Like a week ago. It happened like a week ago. And yeah, you got people saying unhinged things. It was funny because she's like, you know, if I've seen two people over here, if that upsets you, you know, maybe just take a break. Take a break? It's two people that were poking around having a little bit of fun. Very lighthearted fun. And a lot of people were into it, having fun. Hi, Alley Cat. How are you? A lot of people were into it. Hi, Janice. How are you? But yeah, normally, I wouldn't suggest it, but she can do what she wants. Like she said, it's my channel. I'm going to run my channel the way I run my channel. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. All right. I would try and run a more successful channel. I would suggest that. It's me. I don't know. I'd probably make better decisions with your channel. I probably wouldn't have 78 mods. It's a recipe for disaster. Hi, Papa Jim. How are you? But that's what she said. Now, Miyagi, she didn't like Stacey Nat didn't like your video. All right, because she doesn't have an STD. She made that very clear. She doesn't have an STD. Okay, so you worry about your own health, Miyagi, and she's going to worry about her health. Okay. Yeah, 78 mods, 78 subscribers, 78 mods. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Whatever she has over there. 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 mods. I don't know. but yeah, Miyagi, you need to take down your video, I guess, because you had the spaceship, the satellite blowing up at the end, and it wasn't cool. You were or could still get that blue wrench. I don't think we're getting the wrenches as wedding gifts. I don't think so either, Miyagi. I'm starting to think we're not going to get those wrenches as a wedding gift, but I might. All right, I'm beloved over there. I'm beloved. All right, because obviously I'm adorable. Miyagi, though, yeah, they don't like you. They don't like you. They don't like FUBAR. Big Dirt, maybe. I don't know. Big Dirt's allowed. But, I obviously am adored over there because I'm delightful and lovely. What do you mean, Ketchup? It's not going to happen. I'm like the most deserving person of a wrench over there. I'm the most deserving person of Mod Squad getting, well, not really, because I'm actually not a very good mod. I don't do that very well. So I guess maybe not. But it might help. It might happen, Ketchup. It might. Fingers crossed. Well, I think so, Denise. I think they love me. Kind of like me. They know who I am. I mean, Felicia said, though, on the show that me and Miyagi were in, that she couldn't believe a dog was going to marry a horse-face hip. And it was like, excuse me? Can we try pear-headed horse face? Excuse me? Can we get it right? Right? It's not just horse face. It's pear-headed horse face. Get it right with the walnut-sized brain, who's disgusting to look at. Can we just get it right? Ketchup can't join in. I'll tell you why, Miyagi. Because Ketchup has to be my voice of reason. Because I don't read chat very much while I'm over on the show, right? I'm having a fun time listening to him and occasionally punch in a little comment, I like to spicing it up a little bit. That's what I do. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go spicing it up a little bit. Like when the show gets a little boring. Hi Sharon, how are you? When the show gets a little boring, hey, Faves is here. When the show gets a little boring, because sometimes I'll be watching with Ketchup, and Flutter will be doing, going through her conveyor belt of rocks and her selling her used laundry and all that stuff. Yeah, Ketchup's the third shift sitter. Yep. Just keep an eye on things. Give me a heads up, like, hey, Jay, I think they're turning on you. Jay, get out. You're welcome, Faves. but yeah, just hey, Robin, how are you? Nobody donated any super chats last night at all during the Fleas live stream. It was awesome. I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Hey, wait. No one's given Just J Hip any super chats either yet. Wow, that's okay. Miyagi says, Big Dirt joined in. He loves Wisa. Oh boy. Well, it's all fun and games until someone threatens, to off somebody else. Then it gets a little bit, a little too much for me. But I told Stacy if she wanted me to share her little apology video, I would. When I cover this today, it didn't seem like that was well received. Didn't seem like, didn't seem like it. But everybody's always welcome in my chat. Even Stacy, if she came over here right now, she'd welcome. Whatever. I don't expect any bad behavior over here. We don't do that stuff. I run a fun-loving show. All right? Fun-loving, happy show. That's why sometimes I go over there because I like to play around a little bit. I like to, jump in. I don't think we're going over anymore. Yeah, catch up. Well, at least I did ask this time. I did ask, apparently. See, here's what they don't get. If you share a screenshot of something on your show, actually you can almost share anything, right? And you're not going to get copyright struck. Or if they do, you can appeal it because you're really not doing anything wrong if you're commenting on somebody else's content, making new content out of the content. That's how this YouTube thing works, okay? That's really how this works. But they don't seem to get it. They seem to think if you screenshot their chat and then share it, that you can't do that. You can't, okay? You can't, okay? Make that very, very clear, okay? You can't. That's how it works. That's like Miyagi the other day. She was making a video. I didn't know what she was doing, but she said, hey, Jay, do you got a screenshot of that satellite space shuttle thingy? And I said, yeah, let me send that over to you, kid. And then she, of course, put together her video. I didn't know what she was doing with it, but no, I just sent it over. It's a screenshot. Don't do a screenshot of anything. If you don't want it, set your video to private. Move on with your life. Send it to members only or something. I don't know. Make people pay for it. I mean, with our eardrums alone, we already paid for it because our ears paid for it, I mean, yeah, but Monica's putting a hex on me and Miyagi. Yeah, that's what she was. However, the point is, and maybe, good morning, Gary. Hopefully, maybe this will be a learning experience for everybody. Well, maybe Stacy. Probably not a good idea to have an entire chat of moderators. Bad idea. But you do you. You do you. I'm not telling you how to run your channel. All right? It's called feedback. Okay? Just called feedback. It's a bad idea. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's see what Miyagi had to say about all this, huh? Let's see what Miyagi had to say about all this. It was funny, though. She had mentioned, she seemed stunned that after that was said in her chat, that it went everywhere. Of course, Tug and Megan Fox touched on it. Miyagi made a video about it. I'm doing a video about it right now. Of course it's going to be covered. Right? Remember what was said on your show. Taz, are you sure you still want to marry Pearhead? Of course she does. Stop interfering in my wedding. Well, I always hum when I'm looking for stuff, Goosebumps. I'm like, But what was funny in the show, and I think Ketchup could attest to this, was that it was actually fun when Fleabag was over there and she's ruffling her potato chip bag and she's eating potato chips and she's coughing loud and flicking her lighter. It was adorable. She was doing her own flea cap. She was flea capping a flea cap. It was a flea cap. You know, I still like that song though. I mean, you guys like the song, right? I know, Faves. I know what she said was wrong. Of course. We'll get to that. Because I'm going to play Miyagi's video. But I still like that song, though. Ball 'em up. Ball 'em up. You're making it worse. Pull 'em up. Such curse. Pull 'em up. Mama doesn't love you enough, germ. Too bad. Not sad. I like that. You guys like the song, though, right? I like the song. I think Miyagi wants to play it at the wedding. And, this is something that I was promised. Fleabag said she was making Miyagi and I a wedding song. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Because she said she's going to make us a wedding song. And the reason, when I first went over there, she wasn't on the show. Right? That's why I was over there chatting and I felt comfortable and safe space. I was in my safe space. I was over there chatting and then she showed up and everyone's like, oh, where'd you go? And she's like, I had to go get a wedding present. Oh, Miyagi wants the wiggle song. Just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle. You know who I hope comes to the wedding, Miyagi? Go ahead, guess. Who do you think I hope comes to the wedding? Like the one person, or maybe the two people I really, really want there. I'll let you guess. I'm waiting for Miyagi. Who do you think I really want? Who you don't know? Mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic. Is that who you want, Miyagi? Oh yeah. Well, Jeremy and George, that's implied because it's on the thumbnail already. That's already implied because Jeremy Hells is going to be at the wedding. And you know what happened yesterday? George, she sent Just J Hip an email because she was sending Just J Hip and Miyagi a pair prize wedding gift, a pair prize, not a surprise, a pair prize wedding gift. I hope it's got a lot of those get out of jail free cards, Jeremy. Might need some of those if the way things were going for the Just J Hip. But yes, of course, Jeremy, George will be here tomorrow. Well, at least Jeremy. I don't know. I hope George is going to be here. Mega Fox, that umbrella guy, Shizzy Wiznut, Rosalind Duke, Starcasm, and my understanding, unless she gets cold paws, Miyagi's going to be there too. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I mean, that's a stellar cast. Good morning, Brenda. How are you? That's a stellar cast. I mean, you want to talk about bringing in the big dogs, all right? All of them. Because at first, Miyagi's like, I don't know if I want to get married, TJ. And I said, I'm going to throw you a wedding, though. And she was like, who's going to be there? Catch up. And I was like, we got probably catch up. She's like, can you do bigger than catch up? And I was like, I can do a lot bigger than catch up. How about a Jeremy Hells, Tug and Megan Fox and Rosalind Duke, a Rugu Mama, a Bruce from Morgan, a Shizzy Wiznut, maybe a Lauren Nighty. Anything can happen. 12:30 Central Silly Time tomorrow, Brenda. 12:30 is the wedding. There's music. We got music. Wedding music. Dreamweaver! You know what? Well, when I was over there in their chat, I even told Felisa that I thought she had a delightful and lovely singing voice. A delightful and lovely singing voice. That's what I said on the show. I was over there handing out compliments left and right. You know when people are getting mad? When I'm handing out these delightful compliments? Let's see what Miyagi had to say about the whole situation, all right? Hold on, I gotta make sure I got the sound up. Gotta get the sound up. There we go.
Wisa. And Nat in training. I came in to give you a little visit, didn't I, Nat? And Wisa was there. And I asked Wisa if she were coming to Miyagi's wedding, because I really needed to know, because we needed the arrangements, we needed to set it all up. But anyway, I then asked Wisa if she could give me some sound effects. For example, talk with a mouth full, asking her to sing, say things like Dreamweaver, or Mo Magic, Aussie, oi, Aussie. And I even asked if you could sing a happy birthday song, because it's Jay's birthday coming up. But it was fun little banter. But then look how her followers reacted. This was posted in a chat by the not-so-lovely Monica. Isn't she a sweet person? This is what she has to say. She says, and I quote, "This kind of behaviour gets people effing killed, like Charlie. Effing grow up, Jeremy and his trolls." Well, firstly, Monica, I take this as a bit of a threat. Now, you're saying there you're asking Jeremy to grow up? Why bring Jeremy into it? I'm my own person. I'm in here speaking, not Jeremy. I speak for myself. I don't speak for him. So you better clear that little notion up straight away. So, Monica, with this little comment that you made, the mods were really quick to delete your comment and told you not to go there. But don't worry, as you can see, I've got the screenshot. I take this as a threat, Monica. Perhaps you should think before you type. As it's comments like this that can get you in some serious hot water. They take comments like this very seriously, especially after what has transpired over the last couple of weeks. I was then told by Nat in training to fucking kick rocks. And when I respond with, no, you kick rocks, girlfriend, you call me rude and boot me. Isn't it funny how you can tell me to fucking kick rocks and you don't class that as being rude, but when I respond to it, I'm rude? I'm the rude one? Interesting, Nat. Now, look at Monica's response to me, and yet you allow her to stay. Why did you not boot her? Is it because you agree with what she said? Makes me wonder. I'm confused as to who is being rude and who isn't. You need to have one set of rules, Nat. One set of rules, And another thing, when you're doing a stream, should you've got something on your lip, Nat. There's something on your lip. Couldn't quite place what it was. I don't know if it's some type of STD. Maybe you should go check it. Go to the doctor and get it checked out. To me, it looks like maybe it's some type of STD, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Only you would know the answer to this, but it didn't look very pretty, did it? That little thing on your bottom lip. But anyway, I have to admit, though, I do love how triggered you get just by seeing my name in chat. Makes for great content, don't you think? And before I go, look up at the sky, okay? What's up there? Ta-ta.
Oh no! Oh no!
We need to...
Well, looks like Palomop Space Station is taken down. We lost Palomop Space Station, folks. Hey, good morning, Jen. How are you? 186 people here. I hope we have 186 likes. But yeah, we did lose the Palomop Space Shuttle, and it looks like most of our spacecraft has been taken down. So what happened? Yeah, Miyagi. I'll say this though. You and I, we were the best part of that entire show. Palm Up has exploded. Yeah, we were the best part of the show. I mean, rather than getting mad at us, they should have highlighted us. We were the best part of that entire show. It was like they finally had two all-stars on their show. All right, they had the two superstars over on their show, and they couldn't deal with it. 99 catch up. All right, thanks everyone for being here. Just 99 likes. Thank you. We had a good time today. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Miyagi, we were the best part. I mean, I would have highlighted that moment. I would have been copying the chat. I would have been sharing my messages up on the screen and your messages on the screen. We were killing it over there. That could be. That's what happened. Oh, yeah. They got starstruck. Oh, boy. Now, I heard, though, what happened, though. Or what's going to happen. Police was pretty upset. All right, they were all kind of upset that Jeremy Hells is gonna be on the at the wedding, and he's in the wedding, and she didn't like probably only losers eating mostly our people. Yeah, pretty much, Tim, pretty much. But I heard Fleesa then went out and she invited Jeremy Hells over onto her show. I don't know if Jeremy accepted or not, but I believe she invited Jeremy Hells over onto her show to try and compete with the star-studded lineup of the Just J Hip show, of the Jay and Miyagi wedding. I saw this in the chat earlier. Am I going to be Mr. Miyagi? Wait, who's taking whose name here? Wait, is Miyagi going to be Miyagi Hip? Hip Miyagi? We didn't really actually work this out. We actually need to talk about that. I have the lock of hair. I don't know. But I do hear that I think she invited Jeremy Hells over onto her show, and there's a good chance I think Jeremy's going to accept that. He's going to probably accept that, go over on the Fleabag show, and probably just hash things out. Just hash things, work it out. They'll work it out together. They'll solve their differences, Well, no, I don't think that's going to happen. No. Let's see. Yeah, remember that she also did invite Megan Fox over onto her show. Megan Fox, yep. Don't think Megan accepted, but, she did invite Megan Fox over on the show. That didn't work out. She invited Tug. That didn't work out. She invited Chizzy. That didn't work out. You know what? Felisa's never invited Just J Hip onto her show. Well, she's never invited me over there. She's never invited Just J Hip over on her show. I'm a little disappointed. I don't think she's ever invited Rosalind Duke onto her show either. Rosalind, right? That's what she calls her, Rosalind, because she's always lying, that Rosalind Duke. Always lying as the Rosalind Duke. Pretty much. Yeah, it was funny. I was watching a little bit of the Facebook catching up on the Facebook, on the hate site, over on the hate site, run by Jeremy Hells. Jeremy Hells runs and operates the site. Oh, wait, it's Jen's birthday? Hold on. Where's that at? I didn't see it. Where's it at? I don't see it. Where's it at? Jen, is it your birthday? Do you need a birthday song, Jen? Does somebody owe Jen a birthday song? Let me know, Jen. I'll always give you a birthday song. Remember, you're going to get a Justin J. Hip song. There's no one here to mute me. So, you get what you get over here. You get what you get. Happy birthday, Jen. Oh, Robin Tower says, yes, sing. Yes. Well, that's up to Jen. All right, it's her birthday. I mean, if she wants to have a one, sing it, Jay, says Denise Vance. Yes, she wants it. Well, I'll wait and I'll hear from Jen herself. I'll wait and hear from Jen. Faith says, I have to take out my earbuds. Well, I'll wait and hear from Jen. I'll let Jen decide on this one. Tickle Tink. Good morning, Just J Hip. I just woke up. Well, congratulations on waking up. Jay, do you want me to tape the happy birthday song for you? Yeah, tape the happy birthday song for me. Hold on, do I gotta go to like a email or something? Email. Google. Roslyn. Rumble. Too late. She didn't address at the time. She's worried about the report. Yeah, Miyagi. I was reading your email there. That's right. It's a little too late. You can't wait 24 hours to address something, especially so egregious. That's too late. That's too much. That's too much. I don't know. Did Jen get back to us? Did Jen say if she wants a birthday song? I didn't see anything yet. Jen's letting everybody down. She hasn't responded. Jen, you're blowing it. You're blowing it, Jen. Robert, I'm going to Baker Act you. Well, I saw, we found out yesterday because we always have interesting stuff going on in this whole situation. We found out yesterday that a new amount of money has been raised. A new amount of money. Marla, she's a smart one. This Marla. Now Marla's in the lawsuit, right? Hi, Lady Jen. How are you? Hi, TK. Good morning. All 187 of you. And I hope you've hit the like button by now, right? By now. I hope so. This is normally that time when that Georgie comes over and Georgie's like, 21 minutes, Jay. 21 minutes. Okay, so Martha's in the lawsuit too. Okay. She sent me a birthday song. Let me see. Let me go over there. Birthday song. I'm downloading it now. I'm opening the file.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Well, there you go. There you go. You ask for a birthday song, you get a birthday song. What more do you guys want? What more do you want? Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up on my screen. Plus. Okay. There you go. It's just J-Hip and Miyagi. Hey, Silverheart's here. Hi, here comes the dog. And that's Hip I'm talking about. Oh, wait. Silverheart. All right, hang on, I'll play it now. Let's do this again for Jen.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
There you go. Happy birthday, Jen. From Miyagi and Just J Hip. Happy birthday. Was that better, guys? Was that better than Just J Hip's song? I think so. She's got a better voice than I do. We'll get back to this one though. Yeah, beautiful. See, so John D. Grims now. All right, this important guy, John D. Grims, right? He's going to ask Marla Hughes. He says, where's the $54,000 if she isn't scamming Lynette? And I thought you and Lynette were close. She is in need right now. Where are you? And how are you helping her? Yeah, she should be up there babysitting. Oh, is Silverheart here to troll? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know Silverheart, but maybe. I still say hi. Well, then Marla says she responds to John D. Grims Jr., right? This isn't the senior. This is the junior. This is the junior, not the senior. All right. I don't want people to get these mixed up. I don't want anyone to get these mixed up. Okay. The senior. She says, what 54,000 if you're talking about Rickard's donation to the Harley Jolly Christmas and then the fence project and then the barn dominium? The first two were used up on the projects or folded into the next project with the permission of the donors. What donors? All of the donors? Silverheart says I never trolled. I don't know. Stormkiller's here. Taz is here. There you go. But no, so we had the two projects, all right? So we want to focus on that. We had the first two projects, and then what they did was they folded those projects over into the next project. All right, now he donated $419,000 to the barn dominium project. All right, but YouTube took $1,000 off the top. All right, so that leaves us, hang on, with $418,000. All right, because he took $1,000 off. Hold on, let me get my calculator out. I don't know, Tracy. I don't know, but you can replay crewman. 200 people here. But no, I got my calculator here. Okay, so we had $419,000 just for the barn dominium project, all right? But YouTube now took $1,000 off the top, so it's $419,000 minus $1,000. So that gives us, $418,000. So the math's right there. The math's right, okay? Well, yeah, Alley Cat, $419,000, right? But there's going to be fees. YouTube took fees. PayPal took fees. Then you got, you got to calculate stuff. Everything's going to be calculated. It's international, so there's going to be rates and stuff. And, it's foreign currency, so that's going to go up and down. So after that, Lisa has to pay taxes on the total money, not the gift cards. Those were paid directly to Lowe's. So it didn't go through her bank account. So now we know that the money is in her bank account. We know that much. Hi, Auntie M. How are you? So we know that much. All right. So the $18,000, which includes other donors' money as well, is being held for work on the barn dominium. Okay, I'm trying to do Marla math here. Okay, I'm trying to do Marla math. So the $18,000 is all that's left from the $418,000. So somehow we're missing $400,000. I'm just saying. It seems we're missing $400,000. Once again, that's not me. This is what Marla put out there, right? Marla said that. Yeah, let's just say I wouldn't hire Marla to do anything financial. Yeah, probably walk away from that. Autocorrect is wrecking my punchline. Sorry, Jackie. Marla Mass is scary. It's a little scary. Okay, so all right, now according to Marla here, this is Marla Hughes, who is in a lawsuit, now claims that $400,000 is apparently missing. Well, it might have been used on toilets. Well, no, because the first two projects were done. We did those two projects. Remember, we did the Holly Jolly Christmas. We did the fence. Actually, 3 projects. We did the memorial. That fell into the water, though, on the boat. We saw that on Tuesday's Members on the Stream. We saw the boat, and we saw the stuff, the cargo ship with the crates falling off the boat, and there went the memorial. We're going to see if we can drudge that up off the bottom of the sea at some point in time. I don't know. We'll see. And once again, we still have hope. Fingers crossed here, folks. When they're dredging the bottom of the ocean to try and get the rest of the cargo off that cargo ship that fell overboard, there might be stain. They might come up with the stain as well. There's still hope. Let's cross our fingers. Cross our fingers. We might have a memorial and stain still coming. All right, it's all paid for. They can't help a cargo ship disaster like that. They can't help. That's not on them. I'm sure they probably got insurance on it, right? Yeah. All that money's going to go back. Oh, boy. Well, MP and I are not close anymore. Were you ever? Really? Were you ever? She didn't like me giving her hard truths about her situation. Well, all right. Well, John D. Grahams, Joyce tells John D. Grahams, says, you're out of the loop. Preston not speaking, Marla. Now, the bulk of the donated money is in the building materials that are out in the yard. Okay. Struggling on the math of that one, but we heard it from Marla here first. All right, we heard it from Marla. There's $400,000 that's missing or was apparently spent on these projects. All right, so now we know that the fence and the barndominium stuff. I'm sure it's 419,000, not 409. Well, 41,000, not 400. Well, no, she said the $419,000. All right, but minus 1,000. All right, because there's fees, so it's really $418,000. Oh, Jen wants my birthday song. Is that what you say? I gave you Miyagi, so I'll give you mine too. Me. Happy birthday, you're not special. You're getting older and not much better. But I just wanted to embarrass you, and that's why I'm singing this song. So happy freaking birthday, you're not special. Well, you are special, Jen, but that's how the song goes. Happy birthday, Jen. Happy birthday. You got a double dose birthday song. Over in the Mod Squad, they play Just Your Hip a happy birthday song over there. Miyagi told them that it was almost my birthday, and they did play me a happy birthday song over there. So that was pretty good. Well, she might have meant $19,000, JD, but I read what is written, okay? And I present that as fact because that's what she said. She said, Goosebumps says, that song's actually growing on me. See, You just have to, if you hear it enough, it becomes a household, a thing. A thingy. Oh boy. You know who's back at it again? I Watch So You Don't Have To. I like I Watch So You Don't Have to. You guys like I Watch So You Don't Have to? I do. She always shares with us all the screenshots. I like that. I like that she shares the screenshots. Oops. Let me see. Let's remove that one. Let's play. Yes, Goosebump. I love I Watch So You Don't Have To. Jen says that was beautiful. She said that was beautiful birthday song. Thank you. Hey, Double Karma's here. Hi, Double Karma. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. I got exciting news to share with you folks, all right? I normally haven't covered What the Hell's case this much until recently because, well, it's gotten more and more interesting as you've seen the implosion. Like, it was pretty fun during the Lips time, right? We've had some ups and some downs, sometimes they bore us. Now we got, Marla's unhinged. Everyone's fighting over there. Nobody can get along. Stacy, Nat, and Felicia can get along because Stacy just agrees with everything Felicia says. So that's an easy relationship there. If you never disagree, you're going to get along just fine. Andrew, that's rude, Andrew. Whenever my wife starts singing, I go outside so my neighbors don't think that I'm hitting her. Come on. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. No, it's anti-violence. Yeah. But no, we've had a bunch of ups and downs in this. And what really started to really pique me is remember when Oslabi was on and he called everyone a punt like a kabillion times on a stream? And I was like, holy crap. Slobby just called everyone and their mothers who doesn't agree with him a punt. It was like, I'm getting really intrigued in this, but exciting news. You're going to hear it here first. Well, actually, I Watch So You Don't Have To shared it first, but this is really exciting. Look at that. Milltown's Best says new video coming Saturday. LOL. With a P. I don't know what that means. But that's exciting news. As we sit here on bated breath, I started at 9 o'clock, Angela. 9 o'clock I started. I started at 9 o'clock. I'll probably be here till 9:30. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. But Milltown's Best says a new video is coming Saturday, so we can all look forward to that. Now I'm starting to worry, though. Is anyone even going to be at the wedding? I mean, Milltown's dropping a brand new video. Should we postpone the wedding? I mean, what are we going to do? Milltown is dropping a video. I mean, no one's even going to be there. That was the best birthday song I've had so far today. Thanks. Was that the first birthday song you got so far today? Hold on. Let's take my medicine. Almost forgot. Come out of the jar, medicine. Now I dropped it. Oh no. This has gone bad. I'm just trying to take my medicine. I think we got it. Miyagi says, yes, postpone the wedding. Well, if you think about it, we kind of have to. Because Milltown's just putting out a brand new video on Saturday. Everyone's going to be stopped. What you doing? I mean, we're going to be like mid-wedding. Miyagi's going to be walking down the aisle, right? And then all of a sudden, everyone's going to leave, and they're all going to go watch Milltoast. Oh, boy. He's blowing it for us. He's screwing us. This was an attack. That's what he's doing. They're all picking on us. Oh, that was her second birthday song at the very least. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she did get 2 birthday songs. Yeah, she got a Miyagi and a Just J Hip birthday song. It's pretty good. Yeah, he's making a video on the same day, Miyagi. That's an attack, I think. Oh, that's a good idea. We could live with the 3 people that will watch Milltown's video instead of the wedding. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we could link things up together. I'm hoping, actually, Miyagi was going to invite Super Dave to the wedding. Miyagi, did you hear back from Super Dave? Is he coming to the wedding? I think she was going to invite him to the wedding because Miyagi used to be a moderator for Super Dave. So she's kind of got the inside track there. But yeah, we were going to say, yeah, it's my ceiling fan audio coffee. Stop it. You know what? I missed that. I screenshot that somewhere. I don't know where I have it, but I think it was Jacob or Jared or someone over there suggested that for a wedding present, that Felisa should give Just J Hip and Miyagi her chair for the last frolic. Yeah. But can you imagine that, Miyagi? We might get Felisa's chair. My understanding is there's a puddle underneath it, so that sucks. But my understanding is we're going to get the chair. 203 people here, 203 likes. I hope. I appreciate the likes, if you could. And if you want to go further, Just J Hip always appreciates some bell money. I always appreciate a little bell money. Let me see here. Well, so that was pretty exciting. We got this new news that's going to happen. Let me see here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, I like this one, too. She's always got... I always like when she puts the little notes off to the side, so that we can understand in context what's going on. But here you can see, all right, that they're all in the chat. They're having a good time, all right. Jennifer, it's all caps, 2 Lees. She's so excited, which is weird because there's only one Lee that's ever there anymore. The other Lee doesn't ever come around. She never ever comes around anymore. But, the meat raffle is a 50-50 drawing at the reception for the meat raffle. Oh, well, we look forward to that. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that. But Terry says, you being arrested, and Julie Goodard says, Jimmy Kimmel. See, what happened was Felisa's asked what was in the news. What's some new news? Well, Jimmy Kimmel got fired, How do you guys like that 9 Chins? Is it 9 Chins, Miyagi, who's been on the show lately? Is he the guy with the accent, the other Aussie guy or something? Maybe he's British, I don't know. 9 Chins. He's exciting. He's a mountain of fresh air over there. A mountain of fresh air over there on the show. I really enjoy it. But yeah, I like it when they put on 9 Chins. Okay, Miyagi says, yeah, you guys, you definitely want to check out the Mod Squad when 9 Chins is on. All right, this guy is all excitement. He's a ball of energy over there. Well, sort of, because he's a ball of energy until, he has to go and, well, I'm going to mute myself, but I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get a pack of smokes. And then he just gets up and leaves and goes and gets a pack of smokes, goes to the store. Yeah, that guy is a ball of fire over there. I'm trying to get him over here. Well, Marla's back in the news. Marla says, well, I'm done defending her. Left all the groups. Done. She called me a liar one too many times. This seems to be a common thread here. Have you not noticed when they do the hashtag over there? They do the hashtag, I'm done. So Fleece is done. Marla's done. You know what's not done is the lawsuit. The lawsuit's not done. That's still going on. You might want to watch out for the lawsuit there, kids. because you can't just be done. You're still in a lawsuit. But now Kimberly says, if she can't afford food for the animals now, it's time to rehome them. So that's one less problem for them, plain and simple. Well, let's also remember. They have 3 dogs. They went out amidst all of these problems and disasters, needing to buy an RV, and decided to get a special service dog animal thingy. All right? They went out and got another dog, was the better idea rather than putting that money towards an RV. Now, I understand she's got the bald chickens, Ozzy. She over there has the bald chickens. All their fur fell off or whatever they have. The chickens have fur. Where they got fur, feathers? I don't know. But she's got the bald chicken, and then she's got the upside down turtles. A lot of the turtles usually hang out upside down. Jen says Miyagi's was better though, Jay. Sorry, thanks again. Well, yeah, at least you liked mine too, though. All right, so what they should do, if it was me, I'd get rid of the bald chickens, all right, and then I would get rid of the turtles, all right, unless she's selling the tickets so people can see the turtles, but yeah, and then I would get rid of the dogs. Now you've just saved yourselves like 38 mouths to feed on your $0. But hey, we got $50 saved up. You know what was funny though? LMNOP said she was selling everything. That's what she said in a post. She said she was selling everything no matter what. Why doesn't she sell the dogs? That seems like your biggest money maker. Sell the dogs and the turtles. That seems like her best option to make money. But instead she's like, nah, I got $50. That's pretty good. I'm fighting hard every single day. I'm fighting for this. I'm fighting for this. $50. Grown adult. $50. Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's see here. If we're going to get to a fleet cap, we'll see. But I got a couple more screens I always like to share. You know, I like to cover a little bit what's going on over there. All right. I mean, they've already threatened, you know, we covered that earlier. They've already threatened. Oh, and here comes a treat. I think is this the same Monica? Miyagi, is this the same Monica who told you that you're going to get off? She said you're going to get kirked. Is it this Monica? I don't know. I don't want to blame anybody. Maria's only an hour behind. That's okay. You were here earlier, Maria P. I remember. I saw your chat. But anyways, oh, that's a different Monica. Okay, good, because I don't want to out the wrong Monica. This is good Monica. Good Monica. Okay? Good Monica here. All right? Good Monica. We love this Monica. She says she thinks you and everyone else has to pay for what she wants, just like Jeremy expects his followers to pay for his lawsuits. Well, I think Jeremy's paying for his own lawsuits, isn't he? I mean, he shows us the bill on his Sunday show. You know what he's up to every week. Just my understanding. I've never had to pay. Well, no, he sent me a few bills because he's going to be on the wedding tomorrow. And he's like, well, I usually charge $410,000 for an appearance fee, which happens to be the exact amount he owes in legal fees. Actually, not really. He owes more than that. because I don't. Megan Fox and Tug and Jeremy, don't they all owe Lips like a couple $100,000 each times two? So yeah, actually, Jeremy's in a heap of trouble over there, because let's not forget Lips and Megan Fox, when she has to go and explain this to her husband, that she doesn't have any money because of the heap of crap that she's put them in. Miyagi's got to get her beauty sleep. That's okay, Miyagi. We're going to be back. We're going to do some people watch tonight. So swing back over. Hang out with us later on. Miyagi's going to get her beauty sleep. Wedding tomorrow. Oh, boy. I'm getting a little nervous. 26 hours and 24 minutes until the wedding. 26 hours and 24 minutes. I'm getting nervous. I'm nervous. I'm getting nervous. All right, set button. No, and then you should be the most let down by this, really, says Helen to Marla. Marla's the one who should be the most let down. I don't think so. I think Elemental P should be the one that's the most let down. I'm counting the hours. Yes, Miyagi, I am counting the hours. You don't think I would? Of course I am. The hours, the minutes, the seconds. Oh, by the way, I guess I should mention this because it came up in the Mod Squad show. Miyagi's gay once again. All right, once again, they're hating on the gays over there. All right, calling other people gay. All right, and they called Miyagi, said she was going to cheat on me with the dude, or no, with the gal, another gal. She would cheat on me with another female. All right, so I should run because that's what's going to happen, because apparently, again, Miyagi is gay. Gay for Jay. I mean, why do these people have to keep saying the most offensive things? No, Steven, I'm pregnant. It might be yours. I don't think so, Steven. No, it's not. Why do they have to say such offensive things? All right? Threatening to off people, saying she's gay? Why? Why do we have to stoop to that level? Why do they always have to move there? They always have to move to, they always have to call Miyagi gay. I'll get it. Well, yeah, see, and this is the other thing. Because B says here, I think this is all a moot because the building is not livable, and from what she posts, it's not up to code. Is that correct? But Lisa did say it's livable. It's livable. Well, you may still be jet lagged. Don't worry. I hope you don't fall asleep. I hope not. I'll nudge you. I'll give you a nudge. Miyagi. I know the wedding's 3:30 a.m. Miyagi time. So, oh man, I'm praying she gets to sleep for the big day. It's a big day. But yeah, I thought Lisa said it's livable. Now it's not livable. All right, but it's homesteaded, but there's no home on the stead. I think now if I'm doing once again, this isn't Marla math. I'm trying to do just straight up math. If something's homesteaded, a home has to be on the stead. Is that right? Because I thought that's half the word. Home instead. I thought that was half of the word. Am I right or am I wrong? Or am I right? We're right. I don't know. I'm struggling. Where are we at? We're going to be doing she's going to have someone buzz her and make sure I'm awake. All right. Good night, Miyagi. You go get some sleep. Yeah, there's no home in the stead, catch up. There's no home in the stead. That's half of the whole word. Just because you sniff each other doesn't mean you're gay. Well, I mean, I don't know why they keep saying this in general. They've done this multiple times where they have... Tonight's the bachelor night. We're going over to the bar. We're going out to the bar. We're going to have a bachelor party over at the Elbow Room. Just Jay Hip will be there with Sticky Widget, who never shows up anymore. Hi, Schmitty. Schmitty's late. Oh my goodness, Schmitty is late. Congratulations, Schmitty. 182? I don't even think that's possible. That's not right, right? There's 210 people here. And you're telling me 18 people can't tickle the like button for just a hip? Yeah, El Millipede going to be there stripping for us. That's for sure. We're going to have that. But yeah, 214 people here. We can't get 18 people to swing down and just tickle that like button for just your hip. Up or down? Up or down? 191 now. Oh, 191. See, that was quick. That was quick. 191. Let me see if I can get something pulled up here while we get ready. And now we're going to do a little bit of a flea cap. We're going to do a flea cap. It's going to be pretty good. We're going to do a flea cap. And we're going to cover the flea bag show with flea cap. And it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful flea cap. I hope everybody enjoys it. Should be a good time. Should be a good time. Everyone should be able to enjoy a wonderful flea cap. A wonderful, wonderful flea cap is what we got going on here. It should be a good time. Please sit back and relax and enjoy flea cap. Thank you very much. There you go. Where are we at? Did we get there? Probably not. I don't know. My faith is shaking. 198? 198? 2 people are holding a flea cap hostage. 2 people are holding a flea cap hostage. That can't be right. Oh, Rosalind Duke just says 200. Just says 200. All right, here we go. Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff has been going on. Yeah, a lot of stuff. That's definitely for sure. I mean, we've seen that over and over again. I know. I don't even think. I don't want to do this. I'm done. I'm setting a deadline is what I'm doing. I'm setting a deadline for January. January is the deadline, and if this lady doesn't get her permits together, if Alabama Peter doesn't get her permits, but January, that's a year. 12 months. Well, hang on. It's 12 months. Let me do the math on that again. 12 months. January. It's like 18,000 months, I believe. It's what's left over. All right, so we got 18,000 months. No, it's 12. It's 12. Sorry. 12 months. That's 12 months. January, 12 months to get your permits. Otherwise, the money's all going back where it came from. Yeah, just send it back. You don't need to be involved with this anymore. I need to be a part of this. I've done everything I could possibly do. Everything that I could possibly do to help this family. And none of the money, though, was for the family. It was for projects that were done, minus the permits. And that's on her. Yeah, because she can't expect that money to be used for permits. No! That's not what it was for. If you look at it, all right, every single donation that came in, not one of them says for permits. Would that make sense? I mean, you just gotta have it say what it's for. That's right. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Shut up. Because I'm done. Now, hang on, Slobby's here. What's going on? Hello. Hey, everybody. Well, I was going to let you want to do your hellos? No, I'm not. I'm not on my TV. I'm on my phone right now, so I'm not on my TV, so I can't see. I can't really see. So yeah, I can't really do my hellos, because I can't see. All right, well, we can't do. Well, we'll just move on with it then, rather than doing the hellos. Well, I do want to mention this though. You know who's here? No, who's here? Well, no, who's here? Mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic, mo magic. Oh yeah, that's great. Mo magic's here. There you go. That's for you, Just J Hip. That's for you. Enjoy doing your flea cap. All right, that's just for you. It's just for you. You know who else is here, though? Because they like my singing over there. All the time. They are always singing your songs. They are. What songs? Well, like, Just J-Up is singing. He does, like, just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle, just a little wiggle. Yeah, he does that all the time. And he does all of the names that you do. All the names? Oh, what are you talking? Like the songs? No, like the Mo Magic and the Ozzy. Oh, Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi. Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi. Ozzy. Oi, oi. Ozzy. Oi. Ozzy. Oi, oi. That's great. That's great. Rob, you still there? Yeah, I'm just tired, I was just out. What'd you do today? Well, I went out to get, I had to go get the gator. I went on a gator call. Oh, a gator call. Did you catch the gator? No, I didn't catch the gator today. But, you don't always catch them. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But as Cece would always say, sometimes you catch a gator, sometimes you don't. And I used to live with Cece. You used to live with Cece? Like DeVille? Yeah. Have I never mentioned that before? Not on the show that I remember. Yeah, I used to live with them in a 20,000 square foot house. 20,000? That's as big as they make them, right? Yeah, they don't make them that big anymore. They're not allowed. Or at least at the time. But, he always told me back then, I've lived my life by this too. Sometimes you catch a gator. Sometimes you don't, Well, Jeremy Ezra over there, he's talking his crap, that he taught you everything. But now Elemental P, she's saying you didn't give him money. You gave $200. $200? Oh, that's crap. Oh, this is just pissing me off. Seriously. This is pissing me off. $200? That's what she said. Elemental P said that. Let's see, 1, 2, at least 2,000, well, 3. There was at least 3, well, hang on. There was at least $4,000. That's now 200, according to the chat. Someone in the chat said that she said $200. Yeah, well, let's just not, I would like to see that in writing before we all agree that it was just $200 because we're just going off what was said in the chat. Nope, it's fact. It said right there, $200. Just saying. So she's over there lying about everybody. Oh God, she's lying. Yep, bold-faced lie. Yeah, it's a bold-faced lie. I'm so irritated right now. I'm mad. I'm stunned. I can't believe this. Seriously. Well, what she said, according to the chat. Chat don't lie. Chat knows what to talk about. It's always been pretty reliable over here. This is crazy. This whole lawsuit is crazy. It's not because the whole thing's so stupid. Well, yeah. And you know where I think it started? Oh boy. I know where we're going with here. Oh, please tell us where this whole thing started, please. It was the hoarder house. Whole thing started with this hoarder house. Started with the hoarder house over there. That's where the whole thing started. Yeah, we've never heard about the hoarder house before. Guapo, hoarder house. Hang on, Guapo's here. Hey, Guapo. Guapo. Guapo's here. Hey, Guapo, you want to get in here with us? Guapo. You want to get in? Guapo. I mean, you've never joined before, but Guapo, do you want to get in? I'll ask you again. Guapo. 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 Get in here, Guapo. Yeah, get in here, Guapo. No, he's busy. He said he's busy. Okay, well, anyways, doesn't seem like he wants to come over here and conspire with us today. So, anyways, that was all going on. It started with Hoarder House. It started with Guapo. And that's where this whole thing started. Well, Jeremy couldn't get the Hoarder House. He wanted the Hoarder House. And then now he doesn't have a Hoarder House. All right? And then that's where it started. And then he tried to ruin the deal for Guapo with the Hoarder House and other stuff. Yeah, we've never heard this story before. I'm really glad we're traveling down this path again. Yeah. Thank you for the support, Stacy. Yeah, always here just to be supportive again of the Hoarder House. Oh boy. Yeah. So we had a Hoarder House. That's where it started. And then Jeremy got jealous. He was jealous of Guapo. And then he got jealous of you, Slobby. Yeah, he was jealous of me. And he came over. Let me tell the story. He came over to my house and we were talking. And the way he was talking, oh God, Slobby, can I just guess that maybe your wife did not like the way he was talking and she got up and went inside? Yeah, how did you know? Well, I've never heard this story a million times. Well, that's why I was telling it for the first time. I must have told it to you beforehand, but yeah, I don't think I've ever mentioned on the show. Yeah, never. First time for all the listeners out there. This is kind of like a, LTDR or something. Yeah. So, yeah, she went inside. And my wife, now, she's a good judge of character. Her and Piper. Now, she's afraid of blue tape. Very dangerous blue tape. Right? But my wife is a good judge of character. But you've also seen Piper. She's really good at getting rid of blue tape because she got rid of the thing that was taped on my fence. But I've never been served properly. That's the thing. You have to be served properly. Yeah. Now, you responded to Jeremy Helms, right? Well, yeah. But you weren't served. Not properly. That's the thing. Wasn't served. When the judge sees that, he's not going to be happy with Chalkett or Jeremy. No, he's not. He's going to see that he lied. And I have all the evidence. I'm collecting the evidence over here. If you guys want to see the evidence, go back and watch all of my prior shows. I'm not pulling it all up for you again. I've done it already. Go back to the very beginning. All right, go back a year ago from now and rewatch all of my shows. Yeah, go back and rewatch all of her shows. That sounds like a fun time. I would definitely go do that. Thank you, Stacy. In fact, I try and rewatch one most every single day. I try and grab a rewatch, just to catch up on this. Well, I'll tell you, I can't take this anymore. I'm angry. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go take my shot of vodka. I'm going to go take my shot of vodka and then go to bed. Well, you're going to take a shot of vodka, then brush your teeth to go to bed. I'm going to take a shot of vodka and I'm going to go to bed. Okay, goodbye, Slobby. Bye, 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 bye. All right, well, Slobby's got just me and you now. No, well, Tammy's here. Tammy, you've been quiet today. Just listening. All right, well, just listening. But yeah, people want proof of all the evidence I collected. This will all come up in court. All right, when the judge sees all of my videos from a year ago to now, or whenever the court case goes through, when the judge sees all of my videos with the proof, it's over for Germ. It's over. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's a good chance the judge will probably go back and watch all of your videos. Of course he will. He's going to go back. He's going to watch all of the videos because that's where the evidence is in the videos that I'm collecting. And I'm doing this for Elemental P. I'm doing all this work for her. You are. You're doing it all for her. And she's not appreciative. And I'm not saying that she's not appreciative of the money, of the stuff we did, the project. She was appreciative. Well, she didn't show it. Well, I mean, she did say that she was very thankful. Yeah, but she doesn't show it with her actions. That's the thing. Her actions don't actually show, her appreciation. And that's the thing. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, I was going to say the same thing, but she's just not appreciative.
Hey, I wanted to get back in here.
Oh, Slobby's back.
Hey, Tammy. Get up on stage. Make it clap, Tammy. Make it clap. Tammy.
Stop it, Robbie. I'm obviously not an exotic dancer.
Oh, yeah, you are. You're an exotic dancer at the Gator Bar and Dance House. Get up there. Make it clap, Tammy.
Thank you. Stop it, Robbie. Please stop.
Okay, I'm going to bed. I just want to jump on because, she comes down, she dances. All the ladies come down, they dance as strippers down at the Gator Ranch. That's what they do. All right, I got to go.
Sorry, I just had a cough. A little bit of chips caught in the back of my throat. Got some chips back there, in the back of my gullet. I got some chips back there. Yeah, I don't know why he's always saying that about me. He's always saying that I'm a stripper and I'm twerking. He calls me a twerker. I'm twerking. I don't do that. Why does he say that all the time?
Maybe he's just having fun.
That could be. I don't know, but oh boy. But anyways, like I was saying, when the judge sees the evidence I put together, I've got everything set up on a timeline. Everything set up. And so when the judge sees all my videos, and that's why I try and keep most of my shows kind of short. I usually like to keep them under 6 hours. That way, when the judge goes back and watches 428 episodes, I want them to just be less than 6 hours each one. That way, the judge doesn't get bogged down with watching the Two Fleas in a Pod show, Two Fleas and Some Fraud. Right? Because I don't want him getting bogged down. You make it simple. For the judge. That's what you do. And I'm not a lawyer. I've talked to a lot of legal experts, though. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to cut it. We're going to end now. We're going to let everyone go. We're going to go over Stacey Nats, a little bit. We're going to go Mod Squad for a little bit. I'll be joining you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, we're going to do a short one tonight ourselves. We're probably only going to do, I would be surprised if we do more than 7 hours. I'd be really surprised. Unless Fleta has a lot of stuff to show. Well, if she's still selling off all of her clothing, her used clothing, then it could go a little longer. Yeah, well, I'm going to definitely keep it under 11 hours. Definitely. That's a good idea. Keep it short in case we need it for evidence for the judge. So the judge, because I don't know that judge going to watch all 11 hours in one sitting. So try to keep it a little shorter than 11. Most judges from the lawyer experts I've talked to, most judges want to keep their evidence down to under 10 hours per video they watch going into a trial. Well, yeah, that's the plan there. All right, well, thank you everyone for being here. I hope y'all had a good time. I appreciate it. Well, that was the show, folks. In a nutshell, it went around the park a little bit. They don't seem happy with Elemental P. that's kind of where they left it. And well, we'll see what happens on the next episode, right? We'll see what happens on the next episode of the anti what the hell's ecosystem community of stuff that they got going on over there. Let me see. Maybe I'll redirect. I'll send you guys somewhere. Let me see. Click that button and click this button and redirect, add, search a video, and there's, let's see, we got a Mr. Coop, or yeah, we can go to Mr. Coop. We'll go to Mr. Coop over there. We'll save that. We'll set over, since Georgie didn't yell at me this time and say, hey Jay, 19 minutes, 4 minutes. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Please come back. Just to hit the star. We're going to do People Watch tonight. Big weddings tomorrow. Just J Hip and Miyagi, 12:30. I'll be back at 8:45 tonight. And then we'll probably do a People Watch tomorrow night too. All right, we're gonna have a good time. But I'll send you all over to Mr. Coop. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you had a good time. I like doing a little morning stream and hanging out with you. Fine folks over here. Smash the like on your way out and come back and see us tonight. We're gonna have a good fun. We'll have good fun. All right, see you all later. Thank you. And once again, all the best.